in Week 9. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Smith, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Williams. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Williams, off play action, rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Lock in, lock in. There we go. You see it, you see it?
The pitch goes to Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Williams throwing on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get it to him running left, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. And his kick is good. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in. Red, touch.
A handoff to Smith. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Gotta go.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. McNair to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37th. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
No, check. Patriot!
Williams now operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll toss it to Smith, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now it's Hoss right to Smith. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Toss left. This is Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Harrison Butker now to try the Panthers field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Butker is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Cut!
Off play action. Williams flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake. Williams. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Williams off the play fake. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we have reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
3-19! Detroit! Detroit! 65! Detroit! Detroit!
Williams on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back to throw. Williams. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Suggs in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now McNair off the play fake. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. Complete to Newsom. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass. This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start. And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Trubisky finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first. And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily. Now it's Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now McNair looking for a 1st down throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 2nd down, McNair forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Williams now throwing on 3rd and long. Walker with a grab, left side. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good pick up there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a handoff looking right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing now is Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Williams. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're